Hello everybody, C times 3 here, with something a little different. Welcome to Mega Man Maker! Now you're probably wondering what the fuck we're doing here. And well, it is for a very specific purpose. Play, find levels, search, and if I just type... Yep, here we are. So, if everything goes according to plan, this video should be going up on Rebuild's birthday. And so, as just like a fun little thing to do, to like sort of celebrate her birthday a little, I thought it would be a fun idea to do a video where I go through and play Reb's Cool Level Pack. This is a 6-level, level pack that Rebuild made for Mega Man Maker. It has 4 main levels and 2 Fortress stage equivalents, and it's essentially just like an entire mini Mega Man game. A mini-man game, if you will. You probably won't, because that joke was awful. But yeah. I don't really know what else to say. That's what we're here for. Let's get into it. And immediately, here we are in level 1. As you can see, we are playing as Proto Man. You will be playing as Proto Man in every level of the pack, as well as basically every level Rebuild makes, because she really likes Proto Man, which... valid. I wonder why this block is here, she said, knowing exactly why that block is there. So yeah, just to start off, we've got some pretty basic platforming with these, you know, moving platforms and stuff, some basic enemies, shield attackers and all that. Nothing too crazy yet. I fucking hate these hedgehog enemies. Hey wait, you can get up here. I'm just kidding, I knew this was here. I just thought it'd be funny to pretend I didn't. We've gotten an arrow telling us to go, and it's pointing back. So, I wonder if that means we're supposed to go back. Oh. It's almost as if I already know what I'm supposed to be doing for this. And look at that! Those blocks were just so we could jump over the, I wanna say those are called skull mets. Mega Man may be one of my longest held hyperfixations, but it's also one of the ones I know the least about. And... wapow. You may have noticed me attempt to jump at this wall at the start of the level, and nothing happened, and that was because, well, we had to hit that switch to let these blocks move us. Nothing even further. And it just teleports us back to right where we went. Because Sky is merciful. I say, talking about a level where she used the hedgehog enemies. Guess we're getting to a mini-boss already. Quicker than I expected. Haha, fake out. Cool little checkpoint room here. And we enter section 2. The main 4 levels in Reb's Cool Level Pack generally follow the same general structure, with this one being the only one sticking to it pretty closely, but being the only one that deviates somewhat, other than the Fortress stages. And that's for a very specific reason, and it's that this wasn't originally a part of Reb's Cool Level Pack. Oh yeah, also, bonus secret, you can get this by hitting that, and then just continuing through the stage. So, of course, there's also an X here to tell you, hey, this isn't the real secret. But yes, as I was saying, this level, the Sunscorched Stronghold, does deviate slightly from the formula not, drastically, but slightly, from the formula that the other 3 main levels in this pack follow because it was not originally made as a part of Reb's Cool Level Pack. It was originally made as just its own standalone level. It was only once the 1.8 update came out and Rebuild decided to make a full level pack that she decided this would be level 1, and then promptly made some minor adjustments to it, including swapping out the mini-boss that was originally in that first room back there with the Joe Mech, and moving the actual mini-boss up to here. Hiya, Bomb Man. Poor Bomb Man. Never will he be able to be a difficult fight. And oh shit! The stronghold's exploding. I don't think that's actually what's happening. It is funny to imagine that's what happened, though, considering Bomb Man did just blow up an entire exploding wall. But yeah, this is why I say it doesn't fully follow the structure. The other stages tend to have 2 segments, whilst this one, as you can tell, has 3. Oh, fuck. I thought I was gonna fall into the lava now. That's not lava, that's just fire. Whatever. I thought I was gonna fall into the fire for a second there. And now, we encounter our boss, Blast Man. Normally the level bosses will be weak to the special weapon of the boss from the previous level. However, we haven't done a previous level in this one, so Blast Man is just weak to Hyper Bomb. And killing him awards us not with Chain Bomb, which I'm not very upset about, I never liked it that much, but rather Flash Bomb, or Flash Grenade as I like to call it. Personally, I am much more in favor of this. Flash Bomb is legitimately one of my favorite weapons in the entire franchise. Like, it just makes a hitbox. Very big one, too. It's the size of, like, 9 of these background tiles. Speaking of the background, as you can tell, this is not only attempting to replicate a Mega Man game in level structure, we've also got weapon get segments, which are really fun. And we have outro screens, including just a little space for Proto Man to leave through the top. Yes, and here we are in the private power plant. This was the first level made with the fact that this would be a level pack in mind, and was also the first level made after Mega Maker 1.8, and as such, there is a lot of Mega Man Game Boy stuff in here, as that was kind of one of the 2 big things of the update, the other being Mega Man and Bass. And here we find the first instance of my favorite little detail of these levels, which is instead of a Dr. Wily-like plate before bosses, there's a Dr. Wright plate, because, you know, she's Rebuild, so it's Dr. Rebuild. It's just a cute little thing that I've always liked about these levels. And speaking of which, I don't know why that transition is so slow. Hi, Concrete Man! Fuck. Fuck. Oh no, wait, I wanted the health! No! Yeah, speaking of Mega Man Game Boy, there's a Mega Man Game Boy mechanic right there. We've gotten the... I want to say... Pile Driver. I wanted to call it the Impact Driver. But yes, we have the Pile Driver, gained from Concrete Man. We are in Segment 2. Worth noting that while every main boss is just weak to the boss weapon from the stage previous, every mini-boss is not weak to the mini-boss weapon of the stage previous, but rather is just weak to the Mega Buster. A fun little thing here, using the firewalls, not as actual obstacles this time, but just as, like, fun set dressing. Also, fun fact you might not know about the pile driver in Mega Maker, it can break power adapter blocks. So, yeah, there's a fun thing you might not know. I didn't know it until I played this level for the first time. Very fun thing back there, using the falling platforms as both platforms and the obstacles you have to dodge. And we're on our way into the boss fight. Hi, Punk. So not only can Pile Driver break the punch blocks, so can Punk's, like, spin dash. Which I think is cool. It's one of my favorite things, not just about Web's Cool Level Pack, but just about Mega Man Maker in general. Just there's so many fun interactions between mechanics from entirely different games. Anyways, from Punk, we get Screw Crusher, which I believe is Punk's weapon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually just Punk's weapon. And if I am correct, if we do... Ow, fuck! Well, if I don't get eaten by the giant fucking killer fish from San Diego... Aha! I knew that was a secret room. And an early introduction to our gimmick, if you think to do that. Yes, if you haven't noticed through these levels yet, Rebuild is quite the fan of secret rooms. There's, I think, one in every single level, or at least most of them. But yes, here we see another Game Boy mechanic, I believe. These waterfalls that, when they are covering blocks, turn those blocks intangible. Used a very interesting and just cool mechanic in and of itself, used very well in this stage. In fact, used in such a way that if you're good enough, I know this is possible, I've done it numerous times, you can cheat and get up here early. I'm not gonna do that, because I'm gonna, like, respect the intended method, but that is a thing you can do, and I think that's very cool. That there's just, like, a couple, like, unintended little cheats that you can pull off. And you see, I know that was unintended, because whenever me and Rebuild are, like, at each other's houses, we always play each other's Mega Maker levels regardless, but when we're at each other's houses, more accurately, when I'm at her house, we will sometimes playtest each other's levels. And I did that when I was playtesting this one, because I was at her house the entire, like, at least most of the time she was working on this pack. Poor Hot Dog. Maybe one day you'll get to have a... Maybe one day you'll get to be used in a level and have a purpose. Anyway, yeah, I was at her house, when she was making most of this pack. And I did that in that segment. And she didn't think it was possible, but I actually pulled it off. And she just left it, because it was fun. However, this instance is absolutely intentional, because this is just another secret little pathway that... Okay, I guess... Oh wait, I hit a checkpoint. I was gonna say, it's a good thing I died, because now I get another chance to show it off, but never mind, there was a checkpoint there. But, I'll, like, cut away to extra footage showing it off, but, if you actually pull that off, it loops you around to an alternate boss entrance where you fall in through that big hole in the ceiling, which I think is really fun and cool because I don't know about, like, other Mega Maker stages or fan games, but at the very least, no official Mega Man game has done that. Anyways, that took me so long to say, and combined with these water jets, Shade Man stood no chance. We have fucking Noise Crush. Once again, that is just Shade Man's actual weapon. And we get these, I want to say Mega Man 9 platforms? I want to say they were in Tornado Man. And we see one of the other features added in Mega Man 1.8, the mini bosses. No, not mini bosses. What am I talking about? The castle bosses. Jesus. Another thing that made the idea of doing this level pack, like, properly possible for her. Because, you know, she couldn't have a Wily Castle boss at the end without it. But also, the implementation of the Boo Beams allows you to just have them in stages as normal enemies, which is used in a couple fun ways. Once again, this poor hot dog is doomed to eternal uselessness. And here we have the last oh, fuck. Here we have the last hot dog of the stage, and wait, holy shit, I mean, he's not exactly hard to kill, but he's harder than the other three, so I'd call that an improvement. Also, that Boo Beam down there, when she was making the level, you were intended to not be able to hit that, but not only can you deflect its own shots back at it with the Proto Shield, and not only can you probably deflect the hot dog's shots back into it, you know, if the hot dog was still alive, but you can also do what I did when I was playtesting, which absolutely floored her because she didn't think about it, which is just kill it with Screw Crush. Because, you know, it arcs down. This is actually not a secret path. I legitimately think it's impossible to get up there. Like, with the tools we have. And, of course, the level mechanic carries us into the boss. Hi, Splash Woman. She is weak to Screw Crush, which, since Punk was the boss of the last level, maybe not the most logical weakness elementally, but it is very logical mechanically, since Splash Woman spends a lot of time above you, and, well, the Screw Crush arcs up. So it's easier to hit her with than it is with some of the other weapons. And for defeating her, we do not get Laser Trident, we get Rain Flush, which, you're not gonna hear me complain about. So, fun fact, hold on, actually, I need to look. I don't remember if there's something back here. There isn't, okay. But, so fun fact about this stage, the, beach aesthetic it has for Section 1, was actually inspired by a level I was working on at the time. It never got finished, sadly, but I did my own... what am I saying? It got finished, it never got uploaded. I never actually uploaded it. But I did, like, a sort of, like, Mega Man Beach level of my own, and that actually inspired Rebuild to, make the first segment of this stage a beach one. Although, and this isn't me trying to self-deprecate, this is me stating, like, my legitimate thoughts, she did the concept infinitely better than I did. I didn't upload my version of the stage for a reason. Long slide. Guess you could call it a water slide, huh? All the way to our boss store. Hi, Bubble Man. Rare sight seeing you in a Mega Man Maker level actually in water and allowed to do your job. People don't often give you that luxury around here around these parts. You're still not much difficulty. He does not give us Bubble Lead, he instead gives us Water Wave, which, when we're in water, is a shotgun. And now, we find a Mega Man Classic. Spike Pit. Also a secret room that, if you... I admit, this is probably my least favorite secret room, simply because there is literally no way to get there when you don't already know it exists. Like, I just don't... Unless you have godly reactions and already have the fucking pile driver equipped, or you know it's there like I do, I don't necessarily think you're really gonna be able to get into that. You might see it, but you might not really get into it. And holy shit, it's Tidal Tempest. It's funny, because, I initially thought upon seeing this that it was an intentional nod to Tidal Tempest. Not only because, well, actually, I don't know if she named it the Tidal Temple yet at the time, but because of that, but also, just because her referencing a Sonic CD level would make sense, because Sonic CD is her favorite Sonic game. But, I like, pointed it out how I was like, oh, hey, it's Tidal Tempest, when I playtested the level, and she was actually like, oh, I didn't even think of that. So yeah, it was funny. Got these rotating platforms that give me all the anxiety. Oh! For that very reason. We'll need Rain Flush. Hi, Pharaoh Man. Funny how Pharaoh Man is weak to the weapon that the guy he was weak to in Mega Man 4 was weak to. Just sort of cutting out a middleman. Anyways, he gives us Pharaoh Shot. Yeah. Did you notice the playing card suit motifs throughout the stages? I didn't until I first saw this screen. And now, with the main 4 levels done, and all weapons acquired, we head on into the hidden hideout. Can you tell Rebuild has a thing for alliteration? $10 points to Rebuild for using Quiet Rain for Mega Man 10. And yes, here we go. In you know, average Wily Castle fashion, we're of course getting a mix of enemies and gimmicks from other stages. We've got the moving platforms from the Stronghold, and also the spinning ones that we literally just saw. Oh boy, I still wake up in a cold sweat sometimes thinking about this segment. Also, can I say, not really related to the level pack, more so just Mega Man as a whole, but, I really like the Mech Cannon enemies. I just think they're neat. We've got the only other Joe Mech in the entire pack, weirdly prophetic. In fact, this is probably that was probably intentional on Rebuild's part, given what we're walking into. Because, while the next level will have our typical boss rematch, this level gives us a mini-boss rematch. Oh, Bomb Man, you poor unfortunate soul. Even really good level design can't save you from being super easy. Okay, and now we get the part I've consistently died the most at in, like, this entire pack. This fucking Concrete Man rematch. Because there's so little, like, headspace, and she works in the, waterfalls, which, mean if you get stunned in the wrong place, you're fucking swimming with the fishes. I always manage to forget this guy stuns when he lands if you're still on the ground. It's like every other, like, beefy boss in the fucking franchise does that. I don't know why I only forget about it with him. And then fun thing, using what was previously a hazard, it becoming necessary to get to the next, to, like, continue the level. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. And I don't like this either. Okay. And this is a fun thing, having to wait for that to clear the fucking blocks so you can do the platforming. Yeah, I haven't really dwelled on it too much, but the level design in this fucking pack is absolutely superb. Rebuild's just fucking amazing at this stuff. Also, another niche Mega Maker interaction. These things are immune to the water. But, yeah, just... Rebuild really is just a fucking absolute unit when it comes to, like, level design. At least with, like, Mega Man-type level design. She's so fucking good at it. All of her levels are so well-designed and fun and, like, challenging, but not to the point I want to blow my nuts off with a rock salt shotgun. She really is just great at it, and I think this level pack is probably her best showing. Alright, got the Shade Man we fight, and I actually have to fight him properly this time, because I don't have upwards jets combined with higher jump height from being underwater, letting me cheese him. He's still not that hard, though, because he is Shade Man. Fucking fire jets from the Stronghold have returned. For Bubble Man, who doesn't have his water with him this time. And as such, is even easier. Poor guy really can't... Even in... a level pack finally comes along to let him be a proper fight. And just to, like, dog on him later. Poor man cannot catch a break. Look, one final segment. We get a sort of platforming victory lap with pretty much... I think that was basically every, like, platform type used in the stages. Just all one after the other, so that's fun. And then... I don't know if we've got another boss fight on the opposite side of this door. We do. Right! One of my favorite moments, I'm pretty sure one of Rebuild's favorites too, where just Darkman 4 does the off-tune whistle, and then Proto Man just kind of whistles back at him. Now if I'm correct, I'm just gonna Buster only Darkman 4, because I don't think Darkman 4 actually has a weakness. Which, to be fair, actually makes sense, because I'm pretty sure in Mega Man 5, all of the Darkmen were actually, not just didn't have a weakness, I think they couldn't be hit by anything other than the Buster. I think all the other things would just bounce off of them. And we have our secret room for this level. Only reachable... Oh, I thought it was going to bounce me into the energy element. I was going to be so mad. Only accessible if you make it through with enough HP to walk in with 28. Not only is this the only... this stage's secret room, I believe this is the only room in the pack that, has a meme tank set up. I could be wrong, though. I might have passed one earlier. very fun thing back there, having this level open on you coming in from the bottom, as if you just, like, rose up from the end of the next stage into the start of this one directly. And here's our boss rush. And, now that we have Pharaoh Shot, now that we've, like, had a level before fucking Blast Man, we can actually take him with, his boss weapon weakness as opposed to Hyper Bomb. Next, we return to Punk. And Punk is dead. Although I think many people would disagree with that notion. And Splash Woman returns. Funny how we were just talking about Punk being dead and now we're fighting a singer. Also funny how bad I am at fucking hitting with Screw Crush. And the return of Pharaoh Man. And with the last target cleared, we get our key and can move on. And, because I'm on 28 HP, we have here the final secret room of the entire pack. What could possibly be behind it? Who knows? Anyways, now we can take the elevator down and face our final challenge. Let's do this. And down comes Dr. Wily. I believe this is Wily Machine 4. It is weak to the Flash Grenade. Maybe it's a little anticlimactic for our final showdown against Dr. Rebuild to just be against Dr. Wily, but it is still oddly fitting, given that Wily often, including this fight, powers skull machines. No, they're called Wily machines, they just have skull patterns. He pilots the Wily machines, which have skulls, and his castles tend to have skulls, and, well, Rebby has skull in her design. Yeah, have you ever wondered what that white shit at the top of Rebby's head was? Yeah, that's like the skull of a desecrated skeleton. Anyways, that's Wily down, and I believe... Yep, you can still do that. And with that, we reach the end of Reb's Cool Level Pack. And, if I'm correct, yeah, Rebuild doesn't have any other stages uploaded from this account. So, hold on, I'm just gonna load up, I'm gonna go, I think I uploaded a really bad old level once. I'm just gonna play that to have something to, like, play in the background while I do the outro. Alright guys, here's a level I made, here's a really shitty level I made in 2020. But anyways, yeah, that was Reb's Cool Level Pack. Very, very fun experience. You may be inclined to think I'm only glazing the hell out of it because this is a birthday present for Rebuild. And while I could definitely understand thinking that, I swear on the bottom of my heart, I'm not just doing that because this is a birthday present. I do legitimately just love the level pack with all my heart. It's really well made and well designed, and I find it especially enjoyable because, well, just... God, I suck at this. Just having known Rebuild for so long, there's a lot of things about it that I look at and I go, wow, that is so her. But no, I do. Rebuild is legitimately incredibly talented when it comes to level design in this game. And I think Reb's Cool Level Pack is her absolute, like, shining achievement on that front. It's 6 just incredibly solid levels that, while maybe not feeling necessarily official, do still feel, are still, like, very high quality and have her own, like, very identifiable, like, flair, like, added to it. That makes them just all the more fun. It's a seriously fun Mega Man experience, and if you're a Mega Man fan, which, if you're watching this and you're not, what the fuck are you doing? You really should go and play Reb's Cool Level Pack for yourself. It's really fun, and it's all in Mega Maker, which is entirely free, and not really, like, can be run on pretty low-end hardware. So, like, unless you just don't have a computer, you've kind of got no excuse. But, yeah, that's basically all I've got to say, other than just repeating myself. Go play Reb's Cool Level Pack, it's awesome. Also, go follow Rebuild on, whatever social media she's using. I don't know if she still uses her Twitter. I don't know if she's, like, made a Blue Sky to switch over to, since, like, Twitter's become a cesspool. Maybe I'll ask her about it. But, yeah, if I get, like, a definitive answer, I'll link something of hers in the description for you guys to go look at. Hi, Pharaoh Man. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say, other than, well, if you liked the video, maybe consider liking the video. If you watch more of my videos and decide you like them, too, maybe consider subscribing. And have a good day, morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is you're watching this, and happy birthday, Rebuild. And thank you for just being a part of my life. Really. I love you.